Hello, it's your boy, Eduardo Jackson, CEO, founder, creator of the Cinema Draft game, back once again. If it's Friday, it's time for Jay Devlin. Say hello to the people, Jay Devlin.
Good morning, brother. It's 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm awake thanks to the group chat.
This is
Uh,
going down.
Apparently, Wonder Woman, as you're going to tell us, is the greatest movie ever because there was about 9,000 texts on the group chat that woke me up. So
well,
I
I will
figured I might
go
as well
ahead.
join the party and talk some movies this morning.
Well, let's talk Wonder Woman real quick because I did see it. It was the official Cinema Draft post-lock movie of the week. Okay, so this is the movie I've been waiting for all year, all summer. I'm very excited about it. And the thing about Wonder Woman is that, and this may surprise you, but I gave it 3 reels. It's close to a 4, but it's not a perfect movie, but it is a highly entertaining movie. And my God, I mean, I'm gonna just abandon any kind of cool I have, whatever. And if you ever hear this, I am pledging my undying devotion to you, Gal Gadot. She is distractingly beautiful. She is disturbingly hot. I mean, we're approaching like Sanaa Lathan, Nia Long, Priyanka Chopra levels of
Janelle Monáe.
attractiveness. Oh, that I was thinking Janelle Monáe last night too, and I was thinking about talking about Gal Gadot. I was thinking, all right, Jay will appreciate Janelle Monáe. Damn it, you beat me to it. Janelle Monáe levels of hotness. You're absolutely right. She's a distraction. I mean, she's a solid actor too. Like she does a good job in this film. Her character's filled with all sorts of wonder, naivete, but yet inner strength and fierceness. I dig it. But my God, I mean, you cannot take your eyes off. I really felt like I was watching Quantico the first season. The only way I got through the first season of Quantico was because I just kept staring at Priyanka Chopra and her gorgeous eyes. And I felt the same way with Wonder Woman. It's like you cannot stop watching her. The film itself is
Welcome to the
solid.
porn pod. There you go.
I'm sorry, no cool. I
The
lost all my
Friday
cool.
porn pod.
I mean, Sanaa Lathan might have some competition. To me, Sanaa Lathan is like damn near like genetic perfection. But Gal Gadot is so charming, it's so gorgeous, it's so fierce in this movie. I mean, it's no secret why she's Wonder Woman. I get it, but man, I mean, and the only thing is, this movie's fun. Some of the action sequences were really good. A lot of athleticism. Robin Wright, aka Claire Underwood, surprisingly agile and fit at her age and everything, and all this stuff is like going down is cool. I just felt like the love story felt a little bit forced, a little bit tacked on. But otherwise, I really enjoyed it. 3D D box. I highly recommend the D box because I mean, when they're fighting on the beach and stuff, like Amazon swinging through, swinging on ropes, shooting 3 arrows at a time and shit. It was like that. It was good. So I enjoyed it, and just even as a piece of I guess you'd say social pop culture. I'm glad it exists because I mean, we do need more solid female heroine movies, whatever. And actually, that's a nice segue to kind of bring up my pod next week. Should be with my special guest Robin Smith from Hollywood. I think we'll be doing our top 5 heroine movies. So I enjoyed Wonder Woman. It will most likely make the list, but it's not a perfect movie, but I highly enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I'm excited to check it out, man. I'm a big Chris Pine fan too. I think like I've never
Yeah,
really
he's good.
not enjoyed him in a movie. Even the shitty last Jack Ryan movie that was almost unwatchable. He was pretty decent in it.
That was kind
Uh,
of bad, yeah.
it wasn't, but there's no way a Chris Pine, Kevin Costner, and smoking hot chick from Love Actually, Keira Knightley. There's no way
Oh yeah,
that movie should ever be bad. But it
right.
wasn't great. But Chris
That
Pine was
was good.
good. I'm excited to see it. Big
Well,
Linda
and
Carter fan. Shout out to Linda Carter, the original Wonder Woman.
yes, and honestly, I mean, if someone was going to inherit her lasso of truth, I mean, it's Gal Gadot. She's got it all, and
Was
then
Linda
actually,
Carter in the movie at all? Did they like give her a role, like a small role, to pay
now
homage to her, or no?
I don't, I didn't see it, but I saw her mentioned in like the thank you part at the end. And oh, and by the way, don't wait for
Good.
the end. There's no like post trailer sequence. I waited. It's not there.
And
If
that's my
she did,
big thing with these remakes, and I've talked about it before. Like you have
yeah,
to
special effects.
pay
So.
respect to the original, which is why
Yes.
like that the worst Karate Kid movie with that little idiot Jalen Smith.
Oh,
Uh,
I like that
how
movie.
how do you not put Ralph Macchio in there somewhere?
I heard Ralph Macchio didn't want anything to do with it. That's what I thought I
Because
heard.
I believe it because it's Jalen Smith. There's few people on this planet I despise more than Jalen Smith, whatever his name is.
Jaden Smith, yeah.
Whatever. Jalen Rose, I love you. Jaden Smith, I don't love you. Anyway, Linda Carter, big ups.
Yeah, Linda Carter was real. I remember watching that joint like on TV back growing up. So yeah. Okay, so yes, that's our Wonder Woman pod. Now let's get to our strategy pod. Let's get to our call sheet review, the feature presentation. It'll be very interesting to see what some of these what some of these strategies will be. As usual, I worked my way up from the background talent, kind of figured out as I went along. I had a strategy I thought I fell in love with, which I kind of with advertised or I kind of promoted on the pod during the week, but I kind of went away from it. So
can I ask you a question? So your
sure.
strategy, you start at the background talent and work your way up. You obviously play this game every week. You play every tournament. How often would you say your best call sheets are your first gut reaction?
Now, see, you're setting me up because we already know I'm like king of the background talent.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Maybe I've won the feature presentation. Maybe I can maybe count on one hand or barely two hands. But yeah, like on the lower tournaments, like sometimes like your gut, like Olivia Pope, you gotta trust your gut. I trust my gut. But on this one though, I mean, it's not like I didn't have a strategy. Like I was really all in on 3 Idiotas. I started that way, but by the time I got to the feature presentation, I kind of went a different way. And let me explain the rationale. Because the more I think about, because first of all, fitting in all the Idiotas was going to be a challenge because they were priced fairly aggressively for platform release. They're on 349 screens. Your two headliners are at 8,000 and 7,600, and the average is about 7,300. So if you're doing like I mean, you could do an 8-pack. I think I did a max stack or something close to it on the background talent. But then you really have to come through with 3 Idiotas. Now, we had heard in the group chat this morning, it was rumored that it was projected at 2 million, which would of course be phenomenal, and then we'd all be looking like some idiots. But anything less than that, if it's like if it's I'm thinking it's going to do about maybe 1.2 to 1.3 or 4. And so once I figured that into the equation, I'm like, all right, well, maybe I can get away. Maybe I can go with a Captain Underpants headliner. Maybe I can go with a everyone's going to do Wonder Woman headliner. That's just the cost of doing business this week. It's going to do 100 million, at the box office. Did 11 million last night, which is bananas. Look at 11 million in previews last night. That's bananas. But when it comes to but with your call sheet, I mean, now these two, this is a heavy stars and scrubs strategy. You're not left with a ton left over, about maybe 49, 50,000 ish left over. So you have to be kind of judicious with it. But I did do a headliner stack of 3 Idiotas. I did do a 4-pack of Paris can. Oh no, I did a 6-pack. The 5-pack of Paris Can Wait. We include the headliner stack of Diane Lane and Alec Baldwin, and then it's kind of punted my limited release. It's a bit of a dumpster fire this week. I just went with Joan Cusack, a non-headliner from Snatch. What do you think of this call sheet, J. Devlin?
Yeah, I mean the Paris Can Wait movie. I mean, like you said, you kind of had to go Wonder Woman and then Captain Underpants. But if 3 Idiotas does do 2 million, the more of those you have, the better. I tried to get a full stack, but I couldn't fade Captain Underpants. It just looks like it's just a funny movie. It's gonna do really well.
Movie. Yeah.
What's that?
It's like a family-ish type, like animated. Yeah. There's no real like family movie that's been released in the last few weeks, so it should have that segment.
Family movies crushing this game. I mean, everybody goes to see family movies, so it was hard to fade that movie. I don't really know what Paris Can Wait's going to do. This looks like a top 5 call sheet, maybe 5th, 6th.
Okay, so now this call sheet we have up right now is your call sheet, and yeah, you've got the 4-pack of Paris Can Wait, in the Wonder Woman Captain Underpants duo, and of course the two cheaper headliners, Chris Pine and Kevin Hart, and then the Wedding Plan headliner from that, which is pretty smart. And I like this play right here, Jay Devlin. Dan Stevens, headliner from Beauty and the Beast. It's pretty much, I mean, like I said, it's a bit of a wasteland in limited release this week. I mean, as far as movies are going to qualify, you're probably going to have Snatch is going to be the biggest release in limited at 1,600 screens, and it might actually do like, I don't know, 1 or 2 million. But at 1 point per 500,000, I mean, you're most likely punting. If you're going to punt, you might as well get a headliner if you can afford it. So this is not a bad look.
Yeah, you're not going to do, like, limited is not going to make or break you this week. Yeah. It's not going to be like, fuck, I wish I had that limited release.
Yeah, like Lat Lover weeks ago.
I mean, limited release was definitely probably the last movie everybody picked this week.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, you and I had very similar strategies, obviously. And just I just wanted to get the wedding plan in there just to differentiate and
Well,
give you a little
also it's
taste of the
cheap
movie.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it was
cheap, and
cheap.
also it's scaling nicely. So if you just look at one thing, I'm always keen to look at when I'm doing my call sheets. I'm very keen to look at the per screen average because you can kind of work backwards from there sometimes. So like for
Hmm.
example, with Paris Can Wait, it was only on 70 screens. We know it's expanded to about 150 or something this week, and
Yes,
6,100 per screen it's a lot, And as they expands, they generally get be lower. So
come
even if
down
you
a little
figure,
bit.
yeah, even if you figure like 5,000 per screen at 150 screens, you're looking at 750,000, which is that's like 10 points for a headliner. So that's kind of how I like to work backwards with my call sheet sometimes. When I'm trying to project mentally, points wise, performance wise, what these films will do. I look at the per screen average. I shave a little bit off, because movies tend to drop off box office week to week, even if they stay in the same amount of theaters. So it's yeah, that's a tactic you guys might want to look into doing that might not have been mentioned in the basic strategy guide.
There's also a really good tool in the theater counts on Box Office Mojo,
Yes.
where not only does it like give you the box office counts, but then you can click on the movie and it's got like the whole history of the movie, and then it's
Mm.
got comparable movies to it
Oh,
to
good
get
point.
to give
Yeah.
you an idea. So especially if it's a foreign film, it gives you an idea of what foreign films from that country generally do in America.
Oh
So
wow.
like with Three Idiotas, Un Padre Bravo was a movie that was on a lot of call sheets for a lot of weeks.
I was wondering where you pulled that out. You pulled that out of the group chat out of your ass, like, oh, Padre Bravo. What do you know about that movie? Three
I mean,
Idiotas. Box office.
we similar movies. We obviously don't know a lot. Nobody really knows a lot about these movies except Ring Balls for some reason because he's a savant. But
Yes.
it gives you an idea if you've played the game for a couple months of like where it's going to track compared to other movies because you figure it's going to be the same audience.
Yeah. Look at this average opening for similar movies in this category. It's like
Yeah,
1.6
Romantic
million is the
Frida
average.
was another big movie that was on a lot of call sheets for a little bit. So
Yeah.
this movie is going to be the big sleeper. If it crushes, whoever had three or four of those things in there somehow is going to do fantastic.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I love when players show me new levels, to this game. I was complaining in the group chat today about how why does ring balls get better intel than I do, and then here you bring more value to this game, J Devlin. Keep diving into Box Office Mojo like only you can. Damn it, great stuff, great stuff.
There's a lot of shit to click on Box Office Mojo. Just know that.
And is your foot still elevated? Or are you still sitting around clicking on shit?
No, I'm back playing sports. Life is good. I have
Hey,
tennis in about an hour. We just got into the basketball tournament on ESPN, so I want to thank everybody. I know I hit
excellent.
up the Cinema Draft chat room and got all those guys to vote, so I appreciate all the votes.
Hey, do what you got to do, man.
We'll see you in Vegas in July, Ed. You'll be out there watching the game, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely. And so let's check out ring balls. Speaking of the devil.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it
Full
is.
stack. Max stack, three idiotas with the headliners and six other non-headliners. It's the most you can do in this game. Plus Chris Pine from Wonder Woman. Plus Beauty and the Beast. He's all in.
Oh, see. I told him on the chat today. I'm actually rooting for him to beat everybody this week. I love this strategy. I say it every week. If you believe in a movie, just max stack it. Go all in on your own strategy. It's the best way to win a tournament. If you're just trying to cash, you can nibble here, there, and everywhere else. But if you're trying to win something, you got to go
High
balls deep.
variance.
You see what I did there? See what I did there, Ed? You got to go balls
Yes,
deep.
balls 22 deep. Absolutely. That's awesome. Okay, so let's take a sorry.
The porn pod, Ed. This is the porn
Yes,
pod.
this is the porn pod. Gamble 24x7, our boy, perennial haunt in the
Oh
top
no,
five.
interesting.
Interesting.
No
Okay.
three, totally faded three idiotas.
Okay, so he's got Chris Pine from Wonder Woman, a 3-pack of How to Be a Lat Lover, which should be interesting only because it didn't do that much last weekend. I don't think it's gonna be in platform again, only on 277 screens. This will be interesting. This is his make or break for his call sheet. I don't really see How to Be a Lat Lover doing much this weekend, but we could be wrong. We could be wrong. Paris Can Wait headliner stack, Wedding Plan headliner stack, and Goldie Hawn from Snatched. Which I mean, like I said, limited is a wasteland, but if the highest performing limited movie is probably going to be Snatch just for sheer amount of screen. So that's actually a pretty smart pickup right here. Maybe he has some intel that we don't. It had to be a Latin Lover. It's
Ed, stop mincing words. What do you really think of that call sheet?
no, but he's such a good player. I mean, I can't. I mean,
Hey, bro, everybody has an off day. LeBron lost by 25 last night in the finals.
Yeah, he played his ass off though.
Ed, you think this call sheet sucks? Just say it. Come on.
No. You think this call sheet sucks? I think this call
goes
sheet
without saying. Ed, I am quick to criticize. I mean, that's part of the podcast.
as Kiana would acknowledge. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm also quick to praise. So it works both ways. I think
this has a 3-actor hole in the middle. It's got a challenge of how to be a Latin Lover. I could be wrong. I'm often wrong. But I'm still pulling for you, Gamble 24/7. You're a boy.
Like I said, he's one of the best players, but this just looks like a misstep. It looks like he just completely missed 3 Idiotas.
Yeah, happens to the best of us. What's another call sheet we can take a look? You know what? We're gonna do movie star. She's only played once or twice before. Actually, the first time she played, she actually cashed. So I'm interested to see what she's got. Okay, so she's not going to win.
Your voice got high. I love
you, Karen. Love you, Karen. KB. Yeah, she's not going to win. So it's lacking any Wonder Woman, and that's just. I mean, you just can't fade Wonder Woman. It's funny because I remember maybe midway in this game's development, people were asking, why do you even put some of these movies on here? No one's going to pick this movie. Oh, no. People pick these movies. It may not be what you would do, but just like with DFS, there's some unconventional wisdom or non-wisdom, just being unconventional. And, yeah, this is not going to win. It's got 3 Baywatches. It's got an Alien Covenant non-headliner stack. She used up all her money somehow. That's good. But yeah, Karen, we'll talk. We're trying to get her locked down for a podcast in a couple weeks, and we might have to do a call sheet together in real time. This is an abortion. This is terrible. Love you, Karen. This is bad. Okay, we're moving on. But yeah, so welcome back to the game. Have a good time. Learn some more about the game. Check out the strategy guide. Join the group chat. Do what you got to do. But that's not going to win. Let's take a look at the draft, Mom. Hey, Mom. Claudette Jackson. See what she's got cooking this week. All right, well done, Mom. Paid a little bit extra for Wonder Woman, but she's in there. Captain Underpants. Okay, that's good. That's solid. Now, Churchill is a bit of a wild card. Now, I personally am scared because I went. This is another case where I went to the distributor site. I counted up the screens, right, and I stopped after about 150. So I'm like, okay, this is a fairly wide-ish platform release, but it did not show up at all Thursday afternoon on Box Office Mojo's theater count site. So I'm concerned. Either we've got bad intel or they didn't get enough intel. I don't see Churchill anywhere on this. So it's a bit of a wild card. I decided early on I was not going to fuck with it. So if Churchill does some business and it's at theaters, and I think it's in theaters in Vegas.
I hope Churchill does 50 million just so Draft Mom wins.
Showtime. She doesn't know why you love her, but she's glad that you do. Churchill Showtimes. Because I did a simple lookup and it was like out here. Yeah, look, it's at South Point. It's around. It is around. I don't understand how missed Box Office Mojo's theater count, but whatever. So it's out there. It's gone about 150, 200 screens, whatever. So more power to it. She's also got a 3-pack of Norman, which might be a little bit past its sell-by date. Headliner stack of Boss Baby and Fade the Furious. Mom's probably only big error is that she leaned too heavily on limited. Well, she had a couple of errors. Norman is probably most likely peaked. And although she might have done this to save salary, I'm not sure. But yeah, you're not going to win getting 3 limited releases this week, most likely. But otherwise, a pretty solid call sheet. It's an unpredictable call sheet. We'll see what Churchill does. Okay, so let's see. What else do we got? And let's take a look at one other one. You know what? Dealer's choice. Whose call sheet do you want to see? Michael Vellante, excellent, smartass. Dealer's choice. Who do you want to see?
Let's look at is the Roan in there anywhere?
Yes, he is. The Roan. I guess he's our player, our meet the player of the week. And he's got, Wonder Woman, Captain Underpants. All right, I'm glad to see we're all similar mind. This is a very similar call sheet.
I like this call sheet. This is good.
Because it looks like ours, right? He's got the headliner stack with 3 Idiotas.
Yeah, a little bit though, but I like that he's got a lot of headliners.
Paris
And
Can Wait
if
3-pack.
the
Yeah.
wedding plan does do well, I'd
Wedding.
rather have a headliner from Wedding Plan than an extra non-headliner from Paris Can Wait or whatever the fuck that movie's called.
Yeah, Wedding Plan's got potential because check it out. Last weekend, why can't I find this? Last weekend, Wedding Plan did about 3,200 per screen. It's fanning out a little bit more. It's on how many screens is it on? It's on 123 screens. So if you figure 2,500 per screen times 123, that can get you about about 3 or 4 fantasy points. So it's not bad. I mean, and also for the price too. And I think I sent you this text last night as I was trying to figure out our call sheets. I was like, there might be hidden value in the wedding planner. And why can you call it the wedding planner? Probably because I love the wedding planner, that Matthew McConaughey, J-Lo movie. I'm sorry. It's cheesy, but it's classic. I love that movie. That's so joyful.
Is Katherine Heigl in that too?
Oh man, was she?
I
I don't think so.
No, it's not Katherine. Pardon me. It's not. It's Bridget Wilson Sampras. Pete
Yes.
Sampras's wife is the girl that McConaughey is going to marry. And
That's
so
right.
J-Lo
That's
swoops
right.
in.
Yes, J-Lo. Yeah, it's such a charming movie, Wedding Planner. But yes, The Wedding Plan, our Israeli film. Yeah, I mean it's one of the cheaper on the board. You're saving salary. You get you a headliner bonus, so that 300,000 projected can probably get you 6 or 7 points. So that's not bad. I mean getting 6 or 7 points out of a $5,400 actor is pretty good. So this is a very solid call sheet. I predict a return to the top 5, unless everyone stacked 3
that's a great call
Idiotas.
sheet.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty good.
unless everybody stacked 3 Idiotas, and I'm not sure if there are more people out there. I think Michael Vellante might have stacked three Idiotas too. I mean,
but
otherwise,
you couldn't get three of the 3 Idiotas and Wonder Woman and Captain Underpants. You couldn't do that. I don't think it was mathematically possible.
Oh, okay. Because Lord knows I tried, and I kept giving up. I didn't do the math though. I was like, I just kept it moving. So that's a good point. Because 3 Idiotas, I mean, oh man, if this thing.
You priced it perfectly. That was really good pricing on your part. With the 3 Idiotas, it was like just enough.
Just enough to make it.
Couldn't get everything on your call sheet.
You can't always get what you want, but sometimes you get what you need. Well, once again, Jay Devlin, I appreciate you jumping on. Plug your ish. Are we back with Mostly Sports next week?
We're back Mostly Sports next week. We're gonna have. So I filmed a little movie about 1.5 years ago, and it just came out.
Stop.
I did. So I filmed a movie called Gentleman's Fury. You can look it up. It's
whoa! Oh, stop the presses. How do you bury the lead? How do we not lead off this podcast with that shit? Are you serious? Hold on. I'm IMDbing this shit now. Gentleman's Fury? This sounds perfect for you.
It's a tennis movie. They found me from the radio show and hired me to play a sportscaster in the movie.
Oh, wow.
There it is. So Ben Sharples, who is the director, writer, star of the movie, super funny guy.
Wow. Who's this guy? He looks familiar with a beard. Is that a comic or something?
I think he's coming on the show too. So it's going to be Ben and his buddy Jake.
It takes balls to play. Oh, I love it. So this is like a mock tennis movie? It
is. It's like an underground tennis club where they like play to the death.
Wow. I love all those balls. Wow. These stills are awesome. Can't wait.
So yeah, Monday those guys will be on Mostly Sports on iHeartRadio, UVN Radio Live, 12 to 2 Pacific Standard Time. Then catch it on iTunes, all the rest, Stitcher, everywhere else. It should be fun. Because it was an interesting experience because I am not a trained actor. And when I showed up,
you have a headshot. It's out there. I've heard.
It's out there. When I
won't embarrass you on this pod. I won't put it on tape for you. But man, I've seen it. It's magnificent and very.
I appreciate
late 90s.
It is. It was. I think around I had a beautiful roll neck sweater on. The hair was flowing. People call it my soap opera headshot. I look like I should be on like The Young and the Restless or something, which I don't think is a compliment. But I showed up on set and I had my lines memorized. I was ready to go. I shot the teaser for him actually about 6 months prior with another guy. So I had somebody to play off of. Well, they axed that guy's part and just brought me back to do it by myself. They changed all my lines the minute I got on set.
Hey, welcome to indie
I
filmmaking,
know.
right?
A tough job, man. People give these actors a hard time that it's like it's oh they're just actors. No, dude, it's tough business, man.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was cool, fun experience. Craft service kind of sucked, but the rest of it was solid.
You are a craft service connoisseur,
Yes.
as per your show. Yeah, and actually, well, I'm gonna try to. I keep saying I'm gonna try to make it, but this week I am really gonna try. Damn it, I want to listen to it in real time. I want to kibitz with you guys and give you shit in the group chat or whatever. So I'm
Please
definitely
do.
trying to check you guys out before I head out of town next week. But yes, thanks everyone for listening. Go to cinemadraft.co. That is cinemadraft.co. Send all your friends there. The more people who play, the more prizes we can give away. Follow us on all of our social media. Our corporate blog is at medium.com/@cinemadraft. Subscribe, rate, like, and comment on iTunes, and also subscribe on YouTube for the video or anywhere else you may get your podcasts. Thanks, everybody. You know what to do. It's the weekend. Wonder Woman's out. Your Captain Underpants are on. Go see a movie or something.